rather. Okay? Would you rather, meaning if I tell you something that, would you rather eat food or drink water? You would say, you just give me what you would rather, and then you give the reason to your answer. You have to defend your answer. Okay? Just like, mind you, there's no proper answer and there's no one way answer. There's like, you can, any one of you have got their ideas, so you can just speak. It's just a matter of speaking, and that's it. Okay. All right. So the first question will go to, I think Tamara is a bit busy. I will just start with Suneti. So Suneti, do I pronounce your name correctly?
Yeah. You are right.
Okay. So Suneti, would you rather swim the Atlantic Ocean or bike across the United States?
Okay, I would rather prefer to swim in Atlantic Sea rather than riding on USA. Yeah.
Why?
Why? As once I visited Port Blair, there I took one activity, scuba diving. I went through scuba diving. There I saw a lot of insects and fishes, vibrant fishes was under the sea, and I was really amazed. Oh, what is the beautiful area is it? And that's why I want to. And I have seen some of the directors of the companies. They went there and they told us about the what happens over there when you go under the sea, then what kind of creature you can see. So that's why I want to also explore the thing.
You want to experience it. Oh my goodness. That's a good choice. Okay, so Tamara, I know you are busy, but would you rather swim the Atlantic
I'm
Ocean?
sorry, I'm cooking.
Yes, I've seen that you are cooking. So, okay, I think I'm going to skip you. You can tell me the time you were, yes, or you can just answer. Like, would you rather swim the Atlantic Ocean or bike across the United States? Which one would you rather?
I'd rather bike across the United States.
Why?
Because I love bike. I went in holiday with my bike, so 3, 4, 7 days only bike. So I love biking.
So this is something that you really like because you've got experience in that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Good
Thank
choice.
you.
And Uchi, what would you rather?
Yeah. According to my opinion, I would rather swim the Ocean Atlantic. Yes, am I correct? Ocean Atlantic.
Yes,
Because,
Atlantic.
No. I would rather bike
Yes.
to USA because I love swimming, but I'm not ready if I have to, like dive in the deep ocean. I am scared of that. So I prefer ride a bike, and then I can, like taking a break, like 3 days or 7 days. That's okay. But in the deep ocean, while I'm swimming, I think it's hard for me to have a break while in the ocean. So that's my answer. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Good choice. Wise choice. Okay, Fifi.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, Fifi, I would like to see you. I want to see someone I'm speaking to. I want to see every one of you. So
sorry, I can't open my camera because I'm not in good condition.
Okay, no problem. So what would you rather? Would you rather swim the Atlantic Ocean or bike across the United States?
I would rather bike across the United States because I cannot swim. So I'm afraid I will drowning. And you know, the ocean is cold. I can hold that cold, so I prefer bike across the United States. And I think when I bike, I can see a lot of beautiful views.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, you would see a lot of things because you're just on the bike. The time you want to rest, you just stop it. Okay. Wise choice. Prapti. Hello, Prapti. Are you there?
Yeah, yeah, Selly. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. My
Mm-hmm.
answer same with I think same with the all participant here. I would rather like across the United States. Yeah, because same with Miss Uchi, I can have a break what I want. But different when I swim in a swim in the ocean. It's so I think it's difficult for me when I what is it when I finish my breath and then I have to break it in the middle of my swimming. It is impossible for me. So I would rather I would rather bike
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 across the
across to
United
the United
States.
States. That's my opinion, Shirley. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for that opinion. I really, really appreciate. Okay, so Fazil Haq. Fazil Haq. Hello, Fazil Haq. Are you there? Okay. So I think Fazil Haq is a little bit busy. So let me admit someone else. All right. Fazil Haq. Okay. So Fazil Haq, what would you rather? Would you rather swim the Atlantic Ocean or bike across the United States? What would you rather?
I would neither swim and nor
No, ride a bicycle. Like,
yes.
okay, so what's your take? What would you rather? Oh my goodness.
I'm in class right now.
Oh, good to have you. Wow. I'm so
These
happy
are
you're
my
able to join.
these are my students that I'm teaching right now.
Okay.
But I saw you were on YouTube, so I just wanted to say hello.
Oh, is it live on our page? Oh,
I think it's live on your YouTube page, but that's fine.
I've been trying. That's why I called Lukman, but he's not around. No one to
It's
help.
okay. What we can do later is you can download it and we can put it on our YouTube page later. And then get you. Anyways, you look really good, and I love your background. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
I just wanted to say hello.
Okay, thank you. I really
Professor,
appreciate you joining.
Sorry
Professor,
to
good
interrupt.
afternoon.
Hello, Professor.
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon from my side.
Where is everybody from? Oh, we've got Sunit. We have. So this is my online group.
Hello.
Wow.
And this
Hello,
is the teacher.
everyone.
This teacher here. He's from Senegal. Senegal. Yeah, and there's a teacher there from India and Indonesia. And Ishmael, where are you from, Ishmael? Is it Ishmael? Yes.
Yes.
Ishmael and Yudi, where are you from, Yudi?
From
Anyways,
Russia.
they're from all over the world. Modern
Yeah.
Mamani Nara. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And wow, there's 2, 4, 6. Wow, there lots of people joined you today.
Yeah,
Very
I'm so
nice.
happy today. I'm over the moon.
Well, thank you very much, Selly, for everything that you do. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you
And
so
thank you,
much for
everybody.
joining.
Thank you, everybody, for joining Selly today. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, see you
Thank
guys
you.
later. Oh, say
Okay.
See you,
goodbye.
Professor.
See you, Professor.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, wow. That was so good. Our professor had to join. You know that now I'm a member. Okay, so Ismail. Hi, Ismail. Ismail, yes, Ismail. Can you hear me? I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Hello, can you hear us? I think there's something wrong with your mic. I think you have to, yeah, there's something wrong with his mic. Okay.
Hello?
Hi, Yuri.
Hello, hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm
Today
just
you're not
woken up.
working, you are eating.
Yeah, I'm just woken up. No, a little
Oh,
strange day, rough day.
okay.
It's starts in midday, but I'm just woken up. It's a long story. And the main
Yeah.
of all, I came to the meeting and they cut the electricity.
Oh,
So,
sorry.
yeah. I have two operators. One of them doesn't work when the electricity is cut, but another
Okay.
works. That's why I changed SIM card. But my tablet has only 18%, and it will
Okay.
be enough only for 10 minutes. I will be with you 10 or 15 minutes, okay?
Okay, no problem, no problem. It's so good to have you here anyways. I'm so happy that you had to join. There's Ashin. Hi, Ashin. Hello.
Yeah.
Ashin, how are you?
Yes, fine.
Where are you from, Ashin? Singapore.
Yeah.
Oh, good to have you here. You're welcome. Ismail, is it okay now?
Yes. Yeah, yes, teacher.
Okay. Okay, so where are you from, Ismail?
I'm from Burkina Faso.
Oh, Burkina Faso. You're welcome. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Ismail.
Ismail. My name is Ismail.
Okay, Ismail. Okay. I was trying to check. I don't know if I was mispronouncing your name. You know, it's not everyone who accepts to be like someone is just mispronouncing their name and then they feel awkward. Okay, so
Okay.
it's would you rather. So my next question is, would you rather have a super fancy car or a super fancy house? Which one would you rather? I would ask Tamara, the one who's cooking. What would you rather, Tamara?
A fancy house.
Or fancy house? Why? Why not a fancy car?
Because I like walk. So
Oh.
I use bike. I use feet.
Okay.
So I don't need a fancy car.
You don't really need a fancy car. Wow, it's understandable. Thank you for that wise choice.
Thank you.
It's a good choice. I can see, you are in shape. It's because you like walking, riding, and that's great. It's part of sports. Walking is part of
Yes.
sports.
Yeah.
I can see that. Okay, Uchi, how about you? Would you rather have a fancy car or a fancy house? You give me the reason to your answer.
Okay, I would rather a fancy house because a house is a place that I live in, that I spend a lot of time. And also, like the more years, the money of the house, if we sell the house, it becomes increasing. So it becomes one of my investment in the future.
Wow.
So like car, I think it's not really important for me because I can work as Mrs. Tamara said for my body, for a healthy body, and also I can ride a bike. So I prefer a fancy house.
Wow. Good choice. Mr. Suneti, maybe you've got another choice. Like you can be different. What would you prefer? What would you rather? Would you rather a
I would
fancy car or a fancy house? Those car you do vroom.
I would rather have a fancy car than a fancy house where I live, this is a sumptuous house, and this is also a fancy house, and I really love it because I have spent my hard-earned money to get it built. So I would say I have a fancy house, but I would rather have a fancy
A
car,
fancy
so that
car.
yeah, so that I can travel with my family. There are some captivating place just around the corner, like 200 kilometers from here. If you want to go over there, then I can go at any time.
Wow. That's, you're always different with people. Yes, that's true. You know what you say. Whatever you don't have is something that you really want. What you have, it's others who want it, and you want something else. That's how it goes. That's how life is. Yeah, thank you so much. That's a good one. It's Maisel. What about you? What would you rather? Would you rather a fancy car, those car, and then when you see your enemy, you even do vroom, or a fancy house? Which one would you rather? Ok. Tu préférais quoi? Tu préférais une voiture qui est jolie, qui est mignonne, ou une belle maison? Tu préfères quoi? You speak in English because I can't speak French.
Okay, I speak French also and a little English. Yeah.
Okay. You're better than my
Also,
English, my French anyway.
I prefer a beautiful building.
Why?
Yeah. Why? So if you have a beautiful building, it is so important. So you can spend all your life to sleep in car.
You can't
That's
spend
why I really get building.
That's true. You can't really spend all your life sleeping in a car. Mr. Suneti, what's your go on this one? What do you agree or disagree?
No, he's also right because you can't spend your whole life in a car.
The car,
So
yes.
you should have, you should have a house as well.
Yes, that's true. Okay. Oh, Lily. Okay, Fifi has to leave. Okay, no problem, Fifi. It was really, really nice having you here, and I hope to see you in my next class. That's next Wednesday. Okay, Ashin. Ashin, what
Yes,
would you
teacher.
rather? Would you rather have a super fancy car, very nice car, or a super fancy house? Which one would you rather? You see, in a car, look, let me tell you, a car, when you see your enemies, more especially if it's those they look upon you, do like this, vroom, 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 with too
I think
much
teacher,
Uh-huh.
teacher, now, thunderstorm, very heavy thunderstorm in the sky. Now raining.
Okay, right now.
I will say, yeah, right now. But I will say later. And then teacher, fancy car is very special, beautiful. But if a fancy car have damage, because of something, we will prepare, paying expensive to prepare, very expensive. If we use fancy car, because there are many prepares for special things.
Wow. Now that's a good reason to your choice, and I really like it. Mr. Suneti, are you hearing? Okay.
Yes. He is right. He is also right.
He's right. Yes, that's great. So I'll be asking you, because of your answer, I'll be asking you with what you think about it. Okay, Mr. Yuri. Mr. Yuri, you've got something to say. What would you rather? Would you rather a fancy car or a beautiful house?
I already have a car, but I don't really know how to understand the word fancy in this context.
Okay, fancy, how can I put it in this way?
Cool, some kind of cool,
Yes, fancy car, yes, cool.
My car is not so expensive, but I really like it because bought it new 4 years ago, and this car for off-road. I'm a villager, I'm a beekeeper, and sometimes I have to pass a really hard road because of my work. In the summer, not now. Now I look like a bear in this shelter, in how to say, this place where the bear is sleeping during the winter time. So I like my car, but I have a house as well. But this is not a house for village. This is a house for forest. You know, behind my fence there is a wild nature. So I would like to have a fancy house, and I'm doing something for this. I'm going to continue my action for change my position after this meeting, actually, by my work. And I need to make much more fancy house, sorry, in order to attract some woman, because I live for a month alone, and I have to change my situation as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good choice, and you are right. You know, I don't even know how to help you on this.
I live alone. That's why I'm eating a lot of sweetie things. I like this candy.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, thank you so much for that. It's a good option anyway. Anyone, you know, no one can force you to like something that you don't really want. You've given your reasons.
It's practical. It's practical. I don't say more than practical thing. How to say pragmatic? Pragmatic.
Yes. Yes, I respect you for that, and that's good. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Yuri, for that. Prapti, what's your take on this one? Would you rather have a super fancy car or a super fancy house?
Okay, for me, of course, I would rather prefer fancy house, not fancy car. You know, for me, fancy car is not primary need. You know, whatever, and you know, whatever. I mean, no matter how far I go, of course, I will return to my home. So, having house, I think is like primary needs, and then a must for me, not fancy house only. Thank you. And I agree with you, with Miss Uchi also, that have a pet.
Come again? Hello? Is it on me, or can you guys hear me?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
We can.
Oh, I thought I was maybe. I thought I was having a
problem
bit
of connection, like in my case. They
Yeah,
gave
it-
electricity again.
Yeah, it should be. Okay, so again, we have to move. Would you rather have 10 dogs or no dogs at all? Tamara, who did that? Do you have Gifari? Gifari, did you say anything on this one? Gifari?
Sorry, I don't understand your question.
Okay, so Gifari, it's Gifari. I think it's Gifari's turn. Gifari, did you say anything on this one? Would you rather have a fancy car or a fancy house? A fancy, if I mean fancy, well decorated, well, it's just something very, very good.
Okay. Of course,
Fancy
I will
car, fancy
prefer
house.
to have a fancy house because
Why?
because having a fancy house can be made for the whole family together there. We can share fun and be happy, and there we can bring lots of friends to play. But if there is a choice of classic car, I will prefer to have a classic car.
Yes, good choice. Good choice. I respect you for that. Thank you so much, Gifari. Okay, so Fazel Haq, your turn. What would you rather? Would you rather have a fancy car? Fancy, I mean fancy car. You do vroom. Even whoever sees you respects you. Or a fancy house. Which one would you rather?
I want to have a fancy car because I like traveling around the world, like to many places. And for that, I need to have a car and a strong
Okay.
and a fancy car.
Okay, so a fancy car, you would rather have a fancy car. Wow. Suneti, you've got so many people with you. I thought that maybe you were just going to be alone, but like so many people. So many people. Okay. I really like your choice and I respect it. With me, I would like to have both. Because I would like to have both. It's very, very important in one's life. Okay, so would you rather have 10 dogs or not 10 dogs at all? Please, you have to give me a reason to your answer. Tamara, what would you rather? Would you rather have 10 dogs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10?
10
or
dogs.
no dogs at all?
No, I don't have animals at home, so no 10 dogs.
No, no dog at all.
No dog at home, no.
Okay, thank you. And Uchi, over to you. Would you rather have 10 dogs or not 10 no dogs at all?
I would rather no dogs because I don't like dogs. Even if I have a pet, I don't like to take care of my pet. I mean, like it's quite difficult to take care of myself. I'm lazy to feed them, so I prefer no dogs, no pet at home.
Well, let me tell you something. You know, I bought a chicken, like it's the village chicken, and now it's like it's laying eggs, and I'm enjoying. So I'm like, I really like it.
Oh my god, that must be crowded house.
But it's not that much, but I really like it. More especially when they do kukuruku. Okay, this is something that I wanted, and then I would look. It's good.
It makes you happy.
Yeah, really, really. Yeah. Okay. So with dogs, I don't really like dogs. I'm scared of dogs. I'm scared of dogs. Really.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Ashin, what about you? Would you rather have 10 dogs or no dog at all? Which one would you rather? Ashin.
Would you rather? Which one would you rather? Which you prefer?
Ashin, can you hear me, Ashin?
Yes, teacher.
Okay,
I
so
hear.
what would you rather? Yeah.
Yes, I'm like a dog, but in Singapore, to feed dog is very expensive. We have to feed to accept dogs. We have report to government, to officer. Very difficult to get dog. But I want to feed dog. I want to accept dogs with me because sometimes when I have a dog, I can walk walk with the dog. They're very lovely going outside with the dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in that situation, it's very difficult to get 1 door, 2 door, 10 door. Very expensive.
10 dogs. Also, they're very expensive that side.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, dogs can really fight for you. Okay, thank you so much, Uchi. Thank you so much for joining. It was really nice having you. Thank you. All right. Okay, so thank you so much, Ashim, for that.
Thank you,
really
teacher.
Appreciate. Okay, Suneti, over to you. Would you rather have 10 dogs or no dog at all?
I would rather have 10 dogs than not having any dog. You know, in front of my house, I think there are 5 to 6 dogs, and they help us if we are not available at home. They work like a watchman, and sometimes we feed them something or sometimes not, but they always, and they sit in front of my house, and if any stranger walk away from past my house, then if he's a stranger and he knock at my door, then definitely dog barks them why he's knocking at my door, and they are really helpful. They always take care of, and in my village also we have 2 3 dogs. They always take care of our house, our lane, and this lane is frequent with so many strangers, my lane. So that's why I really like having dogs.
Yes, they are protectors. They really protect. Because
Yeah.
if they see something awkward, by barking, you would know that, okay, there's something wrong or someone has come and all of that. Yeah, they really, really help in some ways. Just that I'm scared of dogs. I'm really, really scared. Okay, Mr. Yuri, thank you so much, Suneti, for that. Mr. Yuri, over to you. Would you rather have 10 dogs or no dog at all?
I have 3 of them. 3 little dogs. Yeah. And 4 cats
Already?
now. In the summer,
And
they maybe will be more. So
oh,
it's impossible to live here and have a grange, have some, I don't know, some property without dogs in the village, in the forest. So I need them for alarming purpose, for scaring the thieves, the little thieves. But I have 2 points on the map for my beekeeping. One of them is here for summertime, for wintertime, sorry. Another for summertime in the north of Russia, almost 3,000 kilometers from here.
from here.
And at that place, we don't have thieves at all. And during 15 years, like now, in the winter time, I close my house there, I close my fence, but not so strong. I don't need it. And I leave that place for being here during all the winter. And nobody touches that place because
Of the
we don't
dogs.
have thieves there. But here
Okay.
in the south, yeah, in the village, we have some alcoholic, thieves,
Bandits.
bad guys. No, the worst bandit, it's me here. They're afraid of me. Yeah, I should do. You are laughing, but I should do something in front of them. You can see a lot of things on my YouTube channel
That's your
because of it.
trait. Oh, yes,
Yeah.
that's your trait. You know, every time I ask myself, whenever I watch your video on YouTube, just okay, what kind of things that does he do? What does so I always ask myself because it's a bit unusual to just find
Selly, you know, you lead your channel with some purpose. You know, you do something special, but I still don't do anything special in my channel. I'm just leave. I just leave and shoot what I see. I do not do something special. You know, I'm going in the future to change the situation and use my knowledge of languages. Now it's not so good, but in the future, I'm sure it will be much better. I mean, my knowledge in languages, foreign languages, and I'm going to use it on my channel as well. In this case, I will do something with some purpose, you know, with some correct target. But now it's not. No, it's not. I'm just leaving. I'm just passing my way. And if I met somebody, some bad guy, just switch on my camera and shoot him.
That's all.
Yeah, I'm just leaving.
Wow, that's so good. Then you just be having content each and every day because you just be filming whatever you see, you record, and that's it. Wow.
But now it's winter. Now it's winter. I'm sitting in my house alone. That's why my content is not so rich like yours.
Oh, mine is this time that I've started. You know, I restarted a month ago. I stopped. I recorded the video of introduction. I was I was applying for these online jobs, and then they asked me to send them a video of introduction. So that's, I think, last year. So last month, I just thought of it. I said, no, I should now start. That's when I started. So it's not really a nice whatever, I don't know. It's not yet big because I don't have I don't have much experience. That's what I could say. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Yuri. I really appreciate your participation and I respect it. Gifari, what about you? Would you rather have 10 dogs or no dog at all? 10 dogs. Woo, woo, woo.
Okay. Yes, okay, thank you, Miss. Excuse me, I like having pets like dogs and cats, but for dogs, because my parents and my religion don't allow them, so I don't have dogs. But at home, I have two cats. Yes, Mrs.
So no dog at
This is my
all. You are
opinion.
like me. You are like
Okay, no
me.
dogs at home.
No dog at all. Thank you so much,
Yes,
Gifari. I respect your
yes.
opinion. Yeah.
Okay,
And
it's okay.
Fazil, what about you? Would you rather have 10 dogs or no dog at all? What would you rather? Fazil Haq, are you sleeping? Okay, maybe Fazil Haq is a bit busy, but this brings us to the end of this session. And thank you so much, guys, for joining. I really, really appreciate it. There wouldn't be no classes without you guys. So you really, really help the group, I would say. You help just by joining. And I hope to see you in my next classes.
About vocabulary. We can be cool or fancy as well, like
Yes,
people.
we can be. As a human being, you say, I can be cool.
Okay. But we cannot be fancy, no?
Fancy, no, you can be, yes, you decorate yourself, you look fancy, yes, you just make yourself look fancy. But you can be cool.
Only about appearance.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Well. So guys, see you in my next class. That's Wednesday, same time. Don't forget, if anything goes well, I mean, if everything goes well. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Yes,
here I want to
add.
Here I want to add something. It was a great session with you, and we learned something. Like today we learned about would rather. I would rather have sando. I would rather ride a bike. Like that we learned. So really, that's why I didn't want to miss your class.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Actually, I used to bring some.
I'm sorry, Selly. Tamara, where are you going? What is the country?
She's busy.
I'm going to work.
Yeah. What
I'm going to work.
What is the country out of your house?
I live in Italy, north of Italy. So
Italy.
we have 5-6 degrees.
Close to what city?
I live in Turin, close to Milan.
Turin. It's my parallel, the same. But we have even much more warm weather here. Almost 15 parallel. South of Russia, we have the same parallel, 44. Turin has the same parallel, 44, 45, maybe like this.
Yeah.
You know? But weather here much more warmer than in your place. I see it every time when I see people put on their clothes, like you do now.
I don't like cold.
Okay.
So
yeah, Tamara has been in Senegal, so she can differentiate the difference between the weather that side and here.
I love Senegal weather.
Yeah, very cool, very nice.
Okay. See you next time, teacher and our friend. I have to leave now.
Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate.
Thank
See you
you,
next
teacher.
Wednesday, and au revoir. As for now, okay.
Thank you.
Suneti, say bye-bye to your wife, to your lovely wife.